Hello YouTube, welcome back. Chris here. Today I want to show you how to replace old cleats on shoes. I've got a pair of mountain bike shoes here with some really old cleats on them. I also have a second pair. I already took the cleats off. So I'm going to show you how to put them on two pairs of old mountain bike shoes. But let's get started here showing you how to do this. First thing I'm going to want to do is I got to get all the dirt out of there. A lot of dirt caked into these screws and around the cleat. I use my Swiss Army knife here with this little, awl tool. Works really well for digging the dirt out of those bolt holes. There's a lot of different things you can use to do this, but just making sure you get as much of that dirt out as you can. Very important, because that's what's going to allow you to put your wrench in here. So then we put our wrench down in each hole, hopefully. If these are really bad, you may have to drill them out or cut them with a Dremel tool to give them a slot so you can use a standard screwdriver on them. But these ones aren't too bad. The other set I already did were a lot worse. They're a little bit older of shoes. And from here you can see we've got the cleat off. I'm going to do a little cleanup here because I've got a lot of really old dirt in here. And we're just going to clean out all 4 of the holes and around them. I'm going to take these down to the sink here in a minute and get the rest of this dirt off because this is a little much to be scraping here in my family room. But there you can see, nice and clean. And we'll do the same to our other one. And I'm going to be replacing these with all brand new cleats. Dug around in the garage, found a few sets. I've owned so many Crank Brothers pedals that I've got lots of leftover cleats. So I scrounged up a couple pairs, and we're going to put those on after we get everything stripped down and cleaned and ready to go. This one's real bad. Alright, so there we have it. 2 shoes with the cleats off. And now we're going to jump over to the sink here and scrub these up. Okay, so let's clean some shoes. We'll get some hot water going. I've got a toothbrush here, a little bit of dish soap. And we're just going to dig in here one shoe at a time. I'm going to try to avoid getting these too wet, because I don't want the water to get all up in the shoe. But we're just going to scrub all that dirt out of there, give us a nice clean slate, so we can start putting our new cleats on. Not bad. Alright, so we're back. I got everything laid out here that I need. I got a bottle of lubricant, some Allen wrenches. These are the Bondus Color Guard. Pretty cool Allen wrenches. Just got those. Here's my old cleats next to the new cleats. Got a couple different designs. The new ones, some of them are these cheaper ones that don't have the little floating piece in the middle. I'm actually probably not going to use those, and I'm going to tell you why. These are all older cleats. As I mentioned, I found all these in my garage. They used to do a 2-dot on one cleat, no dot on the other. The 2-dot, depending on if you want a more or left float, will go on the left or right cleat. Well, it's my understanding now that they are making cleats with different float. So I'm actually only going to install these ones today, and I'm not going to put these on. I'm going to get a set of those new ones and try those out. And I'll do another video on those here in the future. Alright, so today we're going to do these black and green shoes. I'm going to put these white ones aside and do those when I get the other cleats. First thing I'm going to want to do is lubricate the threads, especially on an older shoe. Not a bad idea to keep from binding, cross-threading, or grabbing, or not going in straight. We're just going to put a little drop of lube in each of the holes. I use the rear holes on my shoes because I like my cleats further back. I'm going to put the excuse me, 2.1 on my left shoe, which will give me a little bit more float. And we're just going to use, I'm going to use the short bolts. I don't need the long ones. The cleats often come with these plastic shims too. I hate those, don't need them. Certain shoes, I guess, if you had a higher, edge on there, you would need that to raise the cleat up so you can get in and out of the pedal. I've never had to use them on any of my shoes, so don't know if anyone else has had that, but haven't had a problem. Once you've got them snug, you kind of tighten these back and forth. You don't want to go too tight on one or the other, kind of like tightening a car tire. You can hear a little crunchy. These are old. There's a lot of grime still in there down in those metal threads. And we're just going to go back and forth until we have that cleat all snugged up. And you don't want to go crazy with the torque on these. You do want them tight so they're not going to come off, but you can over torque these and ruin the metal in the bottom of the shoe quite easily. So be very careful how much torque you're putting on these bolts. Do the same thing on this one here. Short bolts. And it is not uncommon to see people break the threading out of the bottom of their shoe. So do be very careful if you're going to attempt this at home. Working in the bike shop, we get it all the time where people have ruined their threads in the bottom of the shoes because they went crazy with the torque or didn't lubricate it before doing it. But do be careful, and like I said, make sure you're tightening these evenly, one side and then the other, and alternating back. And then, I've kind of put these where I want my side to side. Also, my old cleats kind of embedded, so they kind of went where the old ones did. But there we have it, 2 new cleats on 2 clean shoes. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found this helpful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to make some more like this, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.